friends, I'm Tristan Carson, and this is my presentation on the 5-minute fable. So we all know the story of the Maid in the Milk Pail. She's on her way to market, and she's got her bucket of milk, and she starts listing out all the different things that she'll buy with her bucket of milk. She states that she'll buy a couple of chickens, and then when those chickens grow older, she can sell those eggs, and maybe some of the chickens themselves. And then with that money, she hopes to buy a blue dress and a blue ribbon. Then, in the middle of her daydreaming, she accidentally drops the milk. And this is kind of an older fable, right? But the moral of the story is basically, don't count your chickens before they hatch, right? But a lot of people miss that. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people aren't able to take that in because it's old and it's not necessarily like directed towards them, right? They often think things like, oh, this will never happen to me. I'll never make those same mistakes, right? But at the end of the day, we can still see that that is very relevant in society. For instance, here, I'll give you another example, right? So here, let me paint a picture for you. Let's tweak the narrative, if I will. You just started out working at your new job, and you just got your first check. As you're driving on your way to deposit this check in the bank, you start thinking about how you're going to spend this money that you worked so hard for. You start thinking that, oh, I can buy a new bag, or I could buy some new clothes, right? Or you could finally afford to go to that restaurant that just opened up down the street, right? Or, you could start saving it for a cruise to the Bahamas. Picture it now, the sun on your face and the sand between your toes, and then bam, all of a sudden, you've accidentally rear-ended someone at a stoplight. While you were daydreaming about all the possibilities, you lost focus on the things right in front of you. Now, instead of going towards your dream vacation in the Bahamas, the money has to go towards car repairs. Or, even worse, you might have totaled your car. Now they have to go towards a new car, and you can't even get to work because you don't have the money to buy a new car, right? Those are some of the practical implications of the parable of the Maid in the Milk Pail. The moral of these stories is, as I stated earlier, don't count on having everything turn out exactly as you plan, because you might just end up disappointed. We often do something similar every day, saying things like, if I get that promotion, then I'll have more money, then I can buy a house, then I can finally be happy, right? That leaves a lot of room for error. Instead of dreaming about the endless possibilities, it is wiser to make plans and live in what God has given you now. Remember Proverbs 16:9. A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord determines his steps. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.